Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not. If they want to fight, they got one.
You're mine!
Swallow blade!
Down from the wing!
Glacial spear!
Mighty thrust!
Ready and ready!
Try this! Burn it! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Holy glimmer!
Where not?
A chain between heaven and earth!
I'm sorry,
Holy glimmer!
The enemy will us too.
We'll soon see about that!
Demon Fang! Explosive ring!
Maelstrom!
Demon Fang!
Now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Elusive deity!
Thunder! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us. That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No further!
Searing flame! A chain between heaven and earth!
What flew away?
Wailing beyond the
Your
horizon!
reflexes will not serve you well here.
Arch field! Annihilation!
Penumbra! Here I come!
Far
Swallow
beyond the
blade!
darkest sky!
Try harder!
Call upon thee!
Rising Falcon!
None shall
Swallow
escape my
blade!
judgment!
Dragon stock! Elusive demon fang! No dawn shall break this night. Stand back! I'll trip it up. Rising Falcon! Raining fire! Swallow blade! Thanks! Try harder!
I'm great.
Blow away! Penumbra! Can't get out of this! You're mine! Strike! Demon fang! Blow away! Incineration wave!
Glacial spear!
Not
Here's
again!
evil!
I'll blind you with it! It's too much!
Raging
I
storm!
missed mercy!
Celestial hammer! I hurt him! Thanks so much! Gemini Aqua! By the power of earth!
Swallow blade!
By the power of flame! Phoenix
Dazzle!
Strike!
You're mine! Soaring
Now!
light! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
With this, I can become even stronger!
Let's see what you've got.
Not today!
Thunderblade!
Raining sun on the ground!
Come forth, holy glimmer!
Incineration
Signal pass on the handle. Explosion.
Lightning thrust! Eagle ray!
Burning strike. Glacial steel. Pierce evil. Freeze laser.
I owe you one.
You're mine.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Regenerate!
Don't
suffer in silence.
Flame of fury. Burning strike.
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Down on the ground.
Throw away!
Freeze lancer. Steel.
You're mine! Let's spear!
I'll be
Not
saving
try
you.
harder!
Take my
Like
gun.
Eagle ray!
Light astral energy.
Burning
More with
thrust! Down on the
Lightning orb.
breath of life!
Change
Blow
the
away!
order.
Incineration ray! I owe you one! Flash! Be still!
Damn it.
Start up! Lunar Roger! This one goes on! Not today!
Glacial spear.
Dragon
Pierce
Sword!
Freeze laser. Storm.
Bestow thy mystic
More with
mercy!
that
Explosive ring!
Celestial hammer.
Very
Flame of
simple.
fury. Burning strike.
Try harder! Not
Pierce
again!
evil.
Another incantation ruined.
Freeze laser.
Cheating pile timer!
Here, let me
Eagle
help.
ray!
First aid.
Can't get out of this! Behold! The Earth quote! Tectonic vision!
Here, let me help. First
I owe
aid.
you one! Try harder! My turn!
Lunar corruption.
Now!
Sealed.
Blow away!
I'll be saving you. Here goes.
Deny!
Rousing gale. Carry
Take
it
this.
out.
Demon Fang!
Mega ray. Dusty nail. Back into the
Dazzle!
Mega ray.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Shine! Demon Fang! Light! Force of regeneration!
Raging storm.
Thanks!
Take it. You're mine.
Smite with blackened blade!
Now,
Dragon Swarm!
more for the stop time. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Hit. Take it. More with that hit.
Here I come! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
An opponent like this should be easy. Fight! Do you want
Here's
it?
evil.
I'll smash you!
Like
steel?
Something
down the way!
Vanquish
That may prove a thorn in our side.
Engage fire support! Here I come!
Divine streak. And now. Astral energy.
Say no more.
An astral region.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Crunch! Mirage!
Here.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Burn!
Vanquish dragon.
Try this!
Without a trace.
Infernal torrent!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me
Now!
help.
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes.
Take this!
Tempest swirl.
Blow away! Incineration!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Gotta break through!
You got spirit!
Here's evil.
Counter blade! Bloody infernal torrent! I won't show you any mercy! Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Water!
No, I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact Claw! Now! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Laser Spear! No further!
Freeze Lantern!
Raining Slash! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Resonate with
the
earth!
Do it! Show me! In an instant! Impact Claw! You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone? Discourteous, aren't you?
Carve now through all! Radiant Peel!
Raining Slash!
Here,
Time to
I'll
cross
save
blade!
this one.
Take this! I owe you one! Be still!
Cyclone! By the power of flame! Vader without a trace! Ready!
Shine! Radiant light! Take this!
Lightning
Regenerate it!
Illuminate the dark!
I owe you one!
Holy land!
You're mine!
Heaven and earth!
Raining
The
Slash!
wailing banshee lightning by the power
You're on!
I'll be saving this one! Magna Ray! Annihilation!
Here I come!
Here!
Raining Roundhouse! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Radiant Storm!
Bloody
Puddle! Hard here!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Magna Ray!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
More with action!
Execution! Explosive ray!
Raging Cascade!
Negative gate!
Negative action! Lunar
You're
Blade!
mine! Swallow blade! Dazzle!
Lightning out!
Not a chance!
Here's a healing arc!
Hold nothing back!
Nothing gets by me.
Be still! Take this!
Take strike!
This is looking good! Soaring Light Spear!
Here's a healing arc!
Demon Fang! Raining Slash!
I'll be saving this one!
Blow away!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees.
Healing circle!
Take this! Dazzle! Rising up!
Magna Rays of heaven! A freezing storm! Here's a healing arc! Here, let me help!
All mine!
First aid! Radiant Spear!
Dragon Swarm! Explosive ray! Here I come! I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I felt better, that's for sure.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this.
Radiant Pierce!
Raining Slash!
Lightning Orb!
Incineration Wave! Now!
Do
Take
it!
this! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance!
Snake of the
Gale
abyssal
Force!
deep.
Healing Circle!
Healing
Fahria
Knife!
the darkest side! I
Take
call
this.
upon thee! Back in here, let me help!
Raining
You take it.
all mine! I owe you one!
Deity.
You're mine!
Hitting
Swallow
Fahria.
blade! Lightning
Whirling
Strike!
Struggle!
Rising Rocket!
Wings of heaven! Burning Strut! Glacial
Dazzle!
Spear!
Take this!
I'm ready!
Now! Reverse!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Bring them down! Lunar corruption! Wind general energy!
Struck! Burn it out!
They really don't give up, do they? Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
Inspiration wave!
Explosion! Sealed!
You're mine!
More for the stockpile!
Can't get out of this!
Blah, 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 Mantis!
Try this!
Freeze Lancer!
Infernal Torrent! Dragon form!
Dance in the wind!
Dazzle!
Healing
Kick it!
field!
Fahria!
More for the Annihilator!
Fire support!
Flame of Steel! Confiscated!
I'm hit! Dragon form! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Searing gale!
Freeze Lancer! Wind astral energy! Where was that came from?
No! Release!
Here's the evil! Winds of heaven! Burst
Allow me to
forth!
help. Demon Fang! You're mine! Slut!
The flames will roar!
Blew away!
Burning strike!
Dragon
I'm
form!
ready!
Listen!
Mega Lancer! Searing flame!
You're mine! Promise kick! Dragon form! Dazzle! Eagle ray! Burn it!
Now going! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
I won't forgive you!
In a vine?
For my lord!
Not on my watch!
Damn it!
Blow him down! Take this! Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Incineration wave!
I'm ready!
Kikara frozen!
Hammer!
Let me
I'm ready!
Both that'll bring you down!
No!
Here
It's
goes!
almost too strong! Then I'll split it open! Like it! Regenerate! Thanks!
Lightning orb! Where that came from? Lightning orb!
We're not finished!
Illuminate the shock!
I'll smash you!
Here I come!
All in the wall!
Raining flash! What are you doing? In an instant! Impact block!
With this, I can become even stronger.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen,
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they They said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Fahria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Fahria to control zeugles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master sword?
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the zeugles, then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point!
Thanks.
Tear! Hurricane thrust!
Begin!
Heal you all!
Take this!
Searing flame!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Bestow a blade mercy! Fairy circle!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Laser spear!
Demon
Here's
fang!
evil!
Everlasting shot!
Laser!
Eagle ray!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
Just what I need!
Down on the ground!
Take this! Strike! No escape! Swallow blade! Strike!
Thunderblade!
Ready!
Shine! Radiant light!
Here I come!
Regeneration!
Lightning!
Regenerate!
Pistol!
Let us take to the fray!
More for the stop sign!
He who prepares is free from regret.
Here's a healing art!
Stunner!
More where that came from!
Down on the ground!
Lunar Horizon!
Eagle ray!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
No
Get
cause
behind
to
me.
break
Got
this
it!
night!
I'll leave it to you!
Eagle ray!
Ready, flash!
Shine! Radiant
Incineration
light! Force
blade!
of
You're
regeneration!
mine!
Ready and regenerate!
I owe you one.
I'll freeze you! Lock it into next week! Allow me to help you.
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Show thy mystic mercy!
Explosive ring! Try harder!
Cyan instant!
Cure!
Searing
Thanks!
flame! Reload! Searing flame! Reload!
Here I come! Demon flame!
Engulfs you!
Here I come!
They smite with black and flame!
Ready! Demon flame!
Heal with the wind! In here! Healing circle!
Thanks!
Strike!
Raging sword! More where that came from!
Strike!
Take this! I'll smash you!
No escape! Take this!
Sorry,
Ready,
trouble.
flash!
You do the same for me. Annihilate! This is the way! Power of
Try
flame!
harder!
Fierce without a trick!
Negative gate!
Winds of heaven! Explosion force! Cyclone! Rock, 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 and air thrust! Searing flame! Reload! By the power of flame! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact clock!
Here I go!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Holy
They smite with blackened blade!
Incineration wave!
I'll smash you!
Chain between heaven and earth!
You picked the wrong fight!
A wailing beauty of lightning!
That move!
Divine savior!
Here comes the big one! Is this it?
Don't leave me! I'll bring you back from death to waterfall! Sleep now! I'll bring
bring you back from death's abyss. Here, let me help.
Now it's my turn. Lit. In a bind.
Soaring like spear! Dragon swarm!
Here, let me help.
Explosive ring!
Can you take it? Ready and ready. Now you see what I can. Here.
Here!
I see you. In your face.
Ferocious fury!
You require a This is some punishment.
You pay for that!
Heaven and earth. Away to the divide! I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Time to feel some hurt!
Resuscitation! Hurry! Waterfall!
Forgive me.
More for the...
Try harder! My turn! Strike!
We now help together. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
You're mine!
It's go time! In here!
Strike!
Now you see what I can do. No rest for the wicked. Can you take it?
Take this!
Stand on the wing.
Burning
The flame inside me! You're
Taking pile break.
Sonic spear!
Tornado drive.
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone's
Pull
fight.
myself together. In here! Hear me! Flame of fury! Changing
It's gonna attack!
All right, watch out!
Far enough.
This isn't looking good. Demon Fang!
Ready and raring.
Ready! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
We're changing tack? Roger that.
The earth.
Cancel us.
And more of this will all burn out. Thanks.
Into the sky!
Here I come!
By the power of flame!
Dragon Swarm!
Brightly starred light! Rain down and purify
Armor
all!
won't save you.
You're finished! Be still!
Explosion! Burning strike! Meteor storm! Into the wind!
Here I go!
Corruption!
I'm not done!
Whirling struggle! By the power of
Take
flame!
this!
Eagle ray! First force!
Not today!
Gemini Aqua! Fahria! Lightning!
Blew
I'll
away!
be saving this one!
Down the
Incineration wave!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Now it's just her. Fahria, can you hear me? Fahria.
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Fahria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Fahria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Fahria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Fahria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Fahria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Do you think Fahria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.